Okay, pizza review time. Angela's Pizza, Lake Katrine. This is the first time trying this pizza, and it is a smaller village, right? Because this is the only pizza place in Lake Katrine. In fact, Michael told me about this place when I first discovered it. He told me that he tried it since he was a kid, and it was at the time when his grandmother from his mother's side lived in Lake Katrine when she used to be alive at the time. And
it's true.
He told me that he wasn't a fan of it at the time, and since we're here, we'll see how it is as he's an adult.
Yeah,
as for me, we'll see how it is, but I could probably see why he's not a fan of it, because by looking at the crust, it looks a little doughy. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
One bite, everybody knows rules.
Let's see.
He's now in a race to move exclusively to its new
They got some flop.
and fire up by the time night shift takes over.
Okay. This is kind of rip a little bit, but even that on the bottom too. I mean, no grease. There's nothing greasy about that. It's kind of sagged just a little bit. I don't know about that. So, one bite, everybody knows rules.
Time for this. Hey, Damien, I gotta get Jarvis to a vet, man. I'm sorry to leave you for all this.
Okay.
Tyson's dog, Jarvis, has cut his leg and needs to be rushed.
They probably
to Dawson
changed
City,
since
50
you
miles
came the
away.
last time, but
I would think so.
I would say it's, you know, I saw in the One Bite app that people say it was good and some people thought it sucked. Before I rate that, one bite on the crust.
It's now down to operator Damien Brown and mechanic Alec Kelly to
I mean, the crust didn't taste that bad to me,
3 seasons.
but
This is
just
first
it's
ever
only just a
night
little of a crisp, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't really, it's not really that doughy to me, so, I mean, it is solid. It's, I would say it's just average for me, so this is a 7.1.
Okay.
Alrighty, so as Sam mentioned, we are at Angela's in Lake Katrine. And yes, this is the only pizzeria in Lake Katrine. Yep, I do remember coming here when I was young. I wasn't crazy about it, but that was then, this is now, folks. So let's see how this is now. I have a cheese slice and a pepperoni slice this time. I'm changing things up a bit.
Yeah, because you usually get the grandma and the Sicilian at the time.
Or like, you know,
Or the chicken bacon ranch, but
my slice is not floppy.
as we're holding it, you see the difference for here, but it's not too floppy, but only when you're holding it, but
Not too floppy, not too, just a little grease in the middle, but not like overly greasy.
well, it's, to me, it's, there's no grease right here, but I see there's a sauce and cheese, but
Yeah.
we probably feel the same way if we do change up, because it doesn't,
I just see
it's
a
not
little
bad,
grease like in the pizza. It's not like overly greasy.
because I still think it's a good slice.
Yeah. Let's see how we do here. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Here we go. Pretty good. Not
Yeah,
bad.
I figured they definitely changed since the last time when you were a kid.
And let's try the crust. One bite on the crust. Crust is it's pretty crisp, but it's could have just been a little more crisp. But this is a pretty solid slice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 7.1, just like you did.
Okay, so it's still a good slice.
Now we're gonna try the pepperoni slice. This pepperoni, I can see it's oily. I can see it's greasy and oily.
I also don't see the sauce as much because I see mostly cheese over there.
So yep, no flop. Just it's good. It's, as you can see, it's greasy in the middle because I think it's the pepperoni.
Yeah,
that does
pepperoni
it.
makes it greasy.
One bite on the pepperoni slice. Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah, looks like you guys have made it home pretty well here.
Pretty good, pretty
We're
solid.
doing this, guys. Sorry
It's
to-
just as
One
good
bite
as
on
the
the
plane.
crust.
Maybe we'll be losing by the end of the day. Oh yeah, night shift. Yeah, we're back.
Crust is pretty good, but still could be a little tad. Chris, you want to try? One bite?
You know what? Before we get to our rating, yeah, let's. Even though I'm not a big pepperoni person, I'll just give it a little taste.
Okay.
One bite. It's alright.
Yeah. Maybe a little, yeah. The pepperoni actually has pretty good taste, and the crust could have been crisp, but I would say it's pretty solid. For the pepperoni slice, I'm gonna go with a 7.0.
So just the 7.
Just a plain old 7. Yeah, a plain old 7 for the pepperoni, or 7.1 for the plain.
And I would give that pepperoni a 6.8. It's not bad. It's not the best though. But glad we actually got to try it. So it's actually not that bad at all. And that's the review.